Hey guys. I'm just gonna do this video on dividend X date. All right, I saw a lot of people doing videos on the dividend date, and if your company or if you are eligible for a company that is actually paying a dividend, right? So you have to know. Go here. You have to know when the company is paying the dividend, but also too, you have to know, when the company pays the dividend and if you are eligible for the dividend to be paid. So I'm going to read the TD Ameritrade definition. Ex-dividend date. When are you entitled to stock and cash dividends? To determine whether you should get a dividend, you need to look at two important dates. They are the record date and the date of record, and the ex-dividend date or X date. When the company declares a dividend, it sets a record date when you must be on the company's books as a shareholder to receive the dividend. Companies also use this date to determine who is sent proxy statements, financial reports, and other information. Once the company sets the record date, the ex-dividend date is set based on the stock exchange rules. The ex-dividend date for stocks is usually set one business day before the record date. If you purchase a stock on the ex-dividend date or after, you will not receive a dividend. You will receive it the next time. Remember, companies pay 4 times a year, which is every quarter, okay? You will not receive a dividend, but you can receive it the next dividend payout. Instead of the seller getting a dividend, if you purchase before the X date, you will get a dividend. So let me go to I'm gonna press play on this.
The ex-dividend date, X date, determines whether or not a shareholder is entitled to receive a dividend. This The ex-dividend date, X date, determines whether or not a shareholder is entitled to receive a dividend. This date is usually 2 business days before the record date, with the exception of market holidays, large payouts, and other special cases, and is scheduled by the exchange that the company is trading on, not the company itself. At market open on the X date, the price of the stock is reduced by the amount of the dividend. In order to receive the dividend, the stock must be held in your account at market open on the X date.
Okay. So I'm going to go to a calendar of a dividend. So it's a company called People's United Financial Incorporation. Okay. The company is People Financial. Is a bank holding a company and is a financial holdings company. The bank is engaged in providing commercial banking, retail banking, and wealth management services to individuals, corporations, and municipal customers. The company operates through 2 segments, commercial banking and retail banking. So, the PBCT is the ticker symbol for investing, and their ex-dividend date, meaning you have to be holding shares on that date or before, is April 30th, 2019, right? So they're paying 4.8% dividend every year, which is broken up by quarters, right? So they're basically paying earnings per share. So they're paying about 35 cents right now per share, right? So in order to get a payout on May 15th, now May 15th has passed already. In order to get a payout on May 15th, okay, you have to be a shareholder by April 30th, okay? Then on May 1st is when they record saying that, okay, every shareholder now is eligible because the dividend is only for the shareholders. So by May 1st, they record everybody that is already set to get a dividend so they know how much they're paying out and all that stuff, right? Then May 15th is the dividend date. Okay, so depending on how many shares. So say if you have 20 shares, you got 80 shares, you got 100 shares, you got 1,000 shares, in this company, they're going to pay you out on that date. Now, the reason I'm talking about dividends and ex-dividend date, so you guys can know, because I didn't know what an ex-dividend date was at first, right? 6 months ago, I didn't know what it meant, right? But now I do. So in order for you to get paid from a company, right, every quarter, you have to be a shareholder. Now, you only got to worry about this one time. So say, you have a company, that's paying out maybe $2, $3 per share, and you want to get in on it, and you want to you want to get 1,000 shares. You literally got to get in on the ex-dividend date, well, before it, because the money has to actually clear so you can actually buy them, in that stock. Now, here's the thing, guys. Why did I start to learn how to study stocks and understanding how stocks work and understanding, Fortune 500 companies, understanding dividend aristocrats, understanding dividend kings? Because wealth is built through passive income. Okay, so instead of me going working for Coca-Cola, instead of me going and working for AT&T is a dividend aristocrat, Coca-Cola is a dividend king, right? So instead of me going and working for these companies, I need to know how these companies can actually work for me, right? Again, we didn't learn this stuff in school. So if we didn't learn certain things in school, it's kind of like hard to now say, all right, well, let me just go study stuff if no one sparks your interest. Or if no one piques your interest, how in the world will you know, right? How in the world will you know how to do these things? You won't, all right? You won't know how to do these things. So what I started doing was self-educating, right? I started buying books, started listening to audios. I started getting on webinars. I started buying courses on investing so that I can know what I'm doing, right? So now I might have a portfolio where now I'm investing in different company stocks that is paying a dividend. Okay, I also have Uber. Uber's not paying a dividend. Uber's a tech stock, right? My goal with Uber is that Uber goes up, right? Uber goes up to like Amazon, which is almost like $2,000 a share. Shit, Uber right now is only $40 per share, right? So let's say in the next 5 years, 10 years, or even 20 years, you got some shares in Uber. Guess what, guys? You can make a nice penny. But I decided to do this because it's like I have money. And when I was broke, right, I always had to pay bills. So I really didn't have money left over to invest, right? So now I have some money. I'm like, okay, I got to invest my money. I'm investing in real estate. I'm investing in the stock market. I invest in myself, and I reinvest into my business. So I'm saying, okay, well, I need to know now how to tap into these wealth building assets, which is a paper asset, which is stock. There's plenty of people who are millionaires, billionaires, right, in the stock market, right? There's plenty of people who are millionaires, billionaires in real estate. There's plenty of people who are millionaires and billionaires as hedge funds. People are millionaires anywhere, right, if you put your focus onto it. So I decided to learn more about the stock market. And then I'm also doing I'm also helping others to understand about the stock market too. I have a Black Wealth class, $25 a month. Now, I'm not an expert. I don't own, 20, 30, 50, $100,000 worth of stocks. No, but I understand the basics. And a lot of people don't even understand the basics of understanding companies, understanding passive income. Again, in school, all we learned was to trade hours for dollars. We didn't learn how, instead of going and working for Coca-Cola or going working for Apple or going working, for AT&T, learn how to have the company work for us. And basically, that's what we're doing when we're getting a dividend. I have a Nike stock. I didn't even know Nike pays a dividend. I didn't know Nike pays a dividend. Let me see what the dividend is for Nike. I didn't even know Nike was paying a dividend. I just wanted to get some Nike stock. And I'm like, listen, my daughter wears Nike. I wear Nikes. Why not get a piece of it? And I'm a part of a company called My Econ. And they focus on investing your money, not just making money. They also focus on investing money. So Nike, let me go to Nike. Okay, so Nike basically is paying... Nike is paying 68 cents a share. No, That's wrong. Let me see. 22 cents. That's what I thought. All right. So Nike is paying 22 cents a share. Okay. So if you got 5 shares, you got 10 shares, you got 100 shares, you got 10,000 shares, that's how much you're going to get a share. 22 cents. Now, some people may say, oh, that's not a lot of money. Yes, it is. Okay. Because Nike is $80 right now. You're getting 22 cents every quarter, right, on that one share. If you left $80 in the bank, you would not get 22 cents every quarter. You probably get 10 cents every year. All right, so we got to understand these things. Again, guys, if we continue to just work for money and work for money and work for money, guys, when do we experience freedom? When do we live our life? When we able to go to lunch with our kids and our spouses? When we able to travel with our spouses? When we will be able to be home, with our kids? When we'll be able to just watch a good movie or a good TV show or read a good book? When do we be able to do these things if we only keep trading hours for dollars? If all we're doing is trading hours for dollars, and we're doing this every day, right? 7 days a week. I know people that work 7 days a week. When do you start to win? When do you start to live your life? If you've been working your job for about 10 years, 20 years, you need to take a break. Okay? You take a break, guys. Again, you working. When do you get a chance to experience life? People don't. And this is why when they retire, they got health issues. They got mental issues. They got financial issues. They got relationship issues. You got all these issues for what? Because you worked for a company that didn't even like you, that you didn't even like. Like I said, guys, in the previous videos, you do what you hate until you can do what you love. But don't do what you hate for the rest of your life and never end up doing what you love. Like, I love doing videos. Like, I love doing blogs. Like, I love sending out emails. Like, I love looking at the stock market. Like, I love, investing in myself and buying courses. Right? I love doing that. I love traveling. I love going and talking and speaking to people. I love doing that stuff. Right? So I could do that till the day I die. I could be 90 years old talking. We all gonna talk till we die, right? Right? So again, when do you get a chance to experience life? Right? I told my friend this the other day. She's a cop. And she's been working as a cop, I think, for like 12 years. And she was like, she tired of carrying this big, heavy shit every day. It weighs on her body. I said, take a break. Take a year off. Take 2 years off. Take 6 months off to rejuvenate. To see if you still really want this as a job, as a career. You can't put money, guys, I'm telling you. We can't put money as a forefront every single time. Your health is everything. You don't have your health, don't worry about a job, don't worry about a house, don't worry about no money. Because your health is everything, guys. If you've been working your job for the last 5 years, guys, take a 6-month break or a 90-day break. The problem is most people won't do it because they got to get money, right? Because they got to pay their bills. And guess what? They're going to continue to work until they die. If you never experience passive income, if you never be able to experience life, guys, you will work until you die. And that is a sad thing. Okay? If you've been working your job for 5 years, take a break. Take 90 days off, whether you're a teacher, a cop, a correction officer, whatever. Doesn't matter what you are, right? If you hate your job, take a break from it. Right? Regroup yourself, regroup your mind, and find out what you truly want. Because life is really about living. It's not about just going to a job and hoping and wishing and praying that the boss give me what I need. No, guys, you got to live your life. Health, wealth, love, and happiness. That's all that matters. Health, wealth, love, happiness, guys, is all that matters in life. And if we can't focus on our health, we sure ain't focusing on our wealth. And we sure ain't focusing on being happy. And we sure ain't focusing on our love for people and ourselves. If money is just everything, if the money is your root of your cancer, if money is the root of your headache, if money is the root of your anxiety, then guess what, guys? You got to reevaluate. You have to reevaluate your life and say, am I going to continue to do this for the rest of my life? Am I going to continue to win like this? Or can I win like this? Or I'm going to continue to lose because I can't seem to get ahead because all I'm doing is working this fucking dead-end job. So again, guys, the ex-dividend date is the date that the company set that they're going to pay out in the next 2 weeks. So you need to be in the company. So start doing research. Again, I got some good information. I paid over $2,000 for a course to learn this stuff, and I'm charging people $25 to teach them this stuff. It's like incredible, guys. Right? So go to blackwealth101.net. I do a monthly class, and then I put resources and stuff for you guys to start getting in a mindset of investing. Okay? blackwealth101.net, guys. See you soon.